Welcome to my very ambitious February TBR. I have a lot of books on here and then 2 ebooks that I 100% want to get to. And the rest of the ebooks I'm just kind of mood read from my ARC list and read a lot of romances because it's February and I always read a lot of romances during February. So let's start with the ebooks first. First, I want to read Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. This is the second book in the cat and mouse duet. And I know this one is a lot darker than the first one, and I just know it's insane. But I am excited to read it. If you plan on reading this duet, please go and check the trigger warnings because it is not for the faint of heart. The next ebook that I want to read is The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This is the third book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. And I think this one is fake dating. I'm not entirely sure. I just know I want to read it because another book I want to read this month is, I believe it's a spin-off series to the Dreamland Billionaire series. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on it. Now let's get into all the physical books that I want to read, starting with Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the sequel to Icebreaker. This one follows Aurora and Russ. They have a one-night stand, and then they find out that they are counselors together at this summer camp where the counselors are not allowed to date. They're not allowed to have any intimate relationships with each other, and it is the aftermath and consequences of them kind of already having a relationship. I've heard a lot of great things about this. I've heard a lot of people say they like this one better than Icebreaker, so I'm really interested to see where I'm gonna. So the next book that I want to read is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This is the book that I believe is the spinoff to the Dreamland Billionaire series. This one follows Julian and Dahlia, and they are not friends. They don't like each other. Dahlia returns home and she's recovering from a broken engagement, and he makes an offer to her that she cannot refuse. They end up teaming up to renovate a historic house together, and they're doing this to basically like triple their profits. So I'm getting some enemies to lovers, hate to love. I'm really excited about that. It's a thick boy for a romance, but the cover is just gorgeous. I just love the purple and lilac hues. I cannot wait to give this a shot. I haven't read that many billionaire romances, and I think that's a little subgenre that I really want to get into. So hopefully I like this. The next book is In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, which I got this in a book box. So if I can get the page open, this is actually signed by her, which makes me so happy because I love Fourth Flame by her and Iron Flame, so I'm really excited to read like her more contemporary romances, and she usually writes something about military. So this one follows Izzy and Nate, and they're seatmates on a plane, and their plane ends up crashing, and they survive the plane crash together. And years later, Nate goes into the military and Izzy goes into politics, and they reunite in Afghanistan where he is tasked to protect Izzy. I'm really excited. Sounds like there's going to be some high stakes in here, and I feel like I might cry. I don't know why, I'm just getting that feeling from this book, but it's going to be like, I want to cry. So I cannot wait. Next, we have another Rebecca Yarros book. This is Full Measures. This is the first book in this series. I don't know the actual name of this series. What I do hate, though, it says popular TikTok author, and it's on the book. Why? But anyway, this is about Ember and Josh. Ember is an army brat, and one day military shows up at her house to let her know that her father did not survive. And later on, Josh Walker enters her life, and he is a hockey star and her new neighbor. And they just like, I guess, have an instant connection, and I just love this. It's combining army and hockey, so I can't wait to see how the two blend together. The next book, I'm not 100% sure what the plot is. I just know some of the tropes. And that is The Mastermind by Nadia Han. This is the first book in the Waterfire Rising series. And it says on the back, he thrives in the dark until she sparks his flame, igniting his new purpose. Her boss, her protector, her brother's best friend, water to her fire. I like some of those tropes. I kind of like the her boss trope and her Brother's Best Friend. Brother's Best Friend is one of my favorite tropes ever. I just love it so much. So I'm intrigued to see how this is and exactly what it is about. This is also signed because I got it from the book box. So I can't wait to pick this up and give it a shot. This is a book that is my next Tackling My TBR pick. Tackling My TBR is a series that I do on my book talk, so you should go check that out. If you click to my bio, go to the link tree, you can see the link to my TikTok. And that book is Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. I have heard so many good things about this book. I don't think I've ever seen someone talk bad about this book, so I don't get why more people are talking about it now. But from what I can gather, this is about Sansia, who is a thief, and she has to go steal an artifact of unimaginable power. And it's an artifact that could revolutionize the magical technology known as scribing. And I guess people are after her to get the artifact back and kill her, and I'm excited. I also just love this cover. I think it's so cool, like the window. Ugh. I'm excited to give this a shot, and hopefully I like it, and then I'll want to read the rest of the series. I'm nervous though, I'm a tiny bit nervous. Next we have Well Met by Jen DeLuca, and this is a romance that takes place at a Renaissance fair. So I'm trying to remember their names. Emily is the female in this. She gets roped into volunteering by her sister, and what is the guy's name? Simon. His name is Simon. Simon's family runs the fair, and he's in charge of all the volunteers. So I'm gonna guess they're gonna butt heads a lot, but they're gonna secretly love it. I've heard so many good things about this series, and I've wanted to read this since it came out. So I saw it at the library a few times over, so I had to just get it. Next is a book, part of it's a series, but not really a series. It's a Twisted Tale series. This is as old as time. This is What If Belle's Mother Cursed the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. I cannot wait and see how Belle's mom being the enchantress affects their love story, affects how Belle sees the Beast, and anything Beauty and the Beast related, I will read. So I'm really interested in this, and hopefully I like this, and then I can read more of the Twisted Tales throughout the year. These stories are so cool. I love that they're taking these classic movies that I grew up with and turning them on their heads. I can't wait. Last book that is on my February TBR is Gallant by V.E. Schwab. I'm not entirely familiar with what this is about. I just love this author, and I want to read anything by them. So this follows Olivia. I believe this is a middle grade, I think. It follows Olivia, and she finds her last living relative at her family's manor, which is a place that her mom had warned her to never to go, I guess. And there's a sprawling, vibrant garden and the crumbling ruin of a garden wall with an iron door. Oh, this is kind of like Secret Garden. I love Secret Garden growing up, so if this is like that, like a twist on that, that'd be really, really cool. I just got even more excited about this. I realized I didn't talk about the book that I'm most excited about. I had it in a separate pile because I wanted to talk about it first, and then forgot that I wanted to talk about it first. Nice going, Ashley. So this is House of Flame and Shadow. This is the third book in the Crescent City. This actually just arrived on my doorstep today. It is a chunker. It is like almost 900 pages, and I cannot wait to devour every single page of it. This is going to be my first read. I cannot wait. And the end pages are just gorgeous. I am going to devour this. I'm going to eat this up. I've been waiting for this for so long, and I just can't wait to see what happens next in this. So that is my insanely ambitious February TBR that I 100% will not read all the books because I'm crazy, but I'm not this crazy. But I am excited to try to read as much of these books as I can, and then share my thoughts with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys plan on reading, and if you like this video, I want to see more of them. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you all next time. Bye.